Yeah, so now the West Coast bad boys, downside hustlers circulating, we getting hot, right? We're getting a check. EA Ski said, I just did a deal with Priority Records. Brian Turner, right?
Right.
He called P, said, y'all can go up there. I got it all set up. We caught a plane to LA, me, C Murder, Silk, Master P. We all walked in the office. Back then you can walk in the office of the record companies and just go straight up to the door. Now you need like a scanner. Because Ice Cube and them shut that down because they went in them offices one time and broke all them people's shit up.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And they start putting, don't let nobody up, these niggas crazy, like that, right?
Yeah.
So we walk right in, and as we going in, we see A-Ski coming off the elevator. A-Ski, what's going on? And A-Ski threw up the deuces, right? Saying it was all good. So we go up there and sit down, and I'm right there, Brian Turner. He said, this is my right-hand man, King George. Brian Turner shook my hand, and we getting to know him, and they liked us so much, Brian Turner wanted to take me and Master P to Mexico on the weekend just to get to know us, right?
Right.
And I was, at the time with my son's mom, I hung out with her for that weekend, and him and Brian Turner went out there, and they got to know each other. They said, we like P, and they focused on this distribution deal, and I was like, P, are we getting a check? You know, from Brian Turner, right? Mm-hmm. They said, don't worry about that, man. We ain't gonna trip off no check right now. I'm like, what? We ain't not getting nothing? Like that, right? But I didn't know what kind of deal he was doing. He was doing a deal where you get no money up front. Mm. Yeah, they might give him like 20,000, 30,000 to do a promotion. He might say, here, King, payday. And I'm looking, okay. And so we move on from there. So we got the deal with Priority. Now we're recording the True album, the TRU, the True.
Right.
I'm banging it out on 3 strikes on True, right? I'm hitting it hard with my lockup shit, telling them what it's like having 3 strikes.
Right.
And we got the True song that Mobbing Through the Hood. We're going to do a video to this one, right?
Uh-huh.
We're going to bring C Murder. We're going to Silk. We're all going to wear khakis and white shirts. Cali G, Big Ed, all of us going to be in here. We're taking photos now for the True album. We're in the parks in Oakland taking pictures. We're out everywhere taking pictures. We're all at the marina shooting footage. So the day before that, the Mobbing Through the Hood video, Pete came to me that night, right? The 2 days before that, right?
Right.
Pete said, King, you and I getting ready to get cars. We're not going to use no fake check. We're going to pay cash for these. I said, okay. He said, what kind of car you want, King? I said, you know what kind I want. I want the white Cadillac, right?
Right.
He said, okay. You got the white caddy. I'm going to get the Benz just for the family. So that's when he got the big body 4-door 500 Benz.
Right.
What you see on the Mobbing Through the Hood video.
Yeah.
That's when we got our cars. So we put those in the video, shot the video. I'm kicking it off, right? He said, King, you going to kick it off. He said, King, you got to bring the noise when you kick it off. I took a little segment from Eazy-E, right? Uh-huh. Rolling through Richmond in my 6'4", clocking the cash, clocking the dough, rolling through the streets to get the scoop, call Master P to get the scoop. You feel me?
Right.
That's how I kick off. You know, watch how I mash on this white chunk. You know, I'm flowing on that on the first part of the video. Anyway, we get that done, and Priority loving it, right? Because NWA had just fell off with Priority. They needed a new group, and we fell right in place with it. They getting the video everywhere, right? Right. And at the same time, we had this guy, Tobin Costin. He was in Spokane, Washington. We went out to Spokane and got him. And he was like a DJ. Uh-huh. And P said, this guy got that manager look, right? I think I'm going to take him with us and make him our manager, even though he's just going to be like a stud, right?
Right.
So now we got this guy, Tobin, with us. We got the True album out there. We hitting all these different cities promoting. They loving it. But we ain't really got no money yet because we ain't taking no money from Priority. We don't want nothing, right?
Right.
Don't give us nothing. We gonna give us our money when we sell some records. So Priority never seen no shit like this. giving you money when y'all don't want no upfront. We don't want nothing. So now the guy Tobin, he working side by side with P. He rolling with P, doing his thing. They over here, but we not knowing this guy that's talking. He talking too much because we don't let everybody know our business, right?
Right.
And I think the guy would told somebody something. P found out. I said, that nigga told you that? And it just killed the whole thing with him and P. And P came to me one night. He said, King, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to knock Tobin out. And Tobin was like a square to me, right?
Right.
I said, knock Tobin. I'm not getting no stripes off this. I can't really. Now, I got to be motivated to knock you out, right?
Right.
I'm not just going to walk up. Yeah, I'm not no guy that just walk up to you. You done started some shit, and I'm gonna take you to the ground, right? So he was like, calling him over here. The guy never knew what was about to happen, right? I'm calling him over to this warehouse. It was a warehouse where this guy, graphics, called Funky Fat, they was doing the graphics. And we lowered him over to the warehouse about 10 o'clock at night. Tobin was like, why you getting me out the bed this time of night, P? I got to be at this office thing. She said, just come on, I got something for you, right?
Right.
So now we hiding behind cars, and they got these rollaway gates that you roll with the chain and go all around. And we rolling, the guy rolling that up. I think Big Ed was rolling the gate up. And Tobin drive his car, not his car, and we lock him back in, right?
Right.
And P looked at me, and he dropped his head. When he dropped his head, I was supposed to just drop him, right?
Right.
And I said, no. And P was like, what? He didn't say what. His eyes was like, I gave you an order.
Right.
I said, no. That pissed him off. And P said, okay. So Big Ed told P, anyway, Tobin and King planning on getting another record deal, right? He lied on me. He told P I was going to get a record deal because Big Ed thought we was going to leave him because Big Ed was like a weak link to us, right?
Right.
He wanted to play basketball, really, but he saw this truth shit jumping off. Now he want to get in and go tell to P some damn lie but I want to go get a record deal. And P kind of ran with it, right?
Right.
He said Tobin and King trying to get a record deal. And P was like, what? So I noticed they went to Minnesota somewhere. And I called P. I said, P, where y'all at? He said, we in Minnesota. I said, you're in Minnesota? I'm sitting here in Cali, right? Well, yeah. I'm not in Minnesota. We left, man. What you and Tobin doing? They was playing games with me, right? I didn't catch on to the shit till he kept doing it, right?
Right.
I said, why are they doing this shit? Fuck it, I'll stay home then. So then they come tell me, man, why you and Tobin trying to get a record deal. Now I'm so pissed off, I'm not even saying nothing. I'm not saying I got a record deal or no record deal, right? Right. I'm so pissed off because you my boy. Why you gonna think I'm gonna get a record deal for at least come talk to me? Don't play games with me, right? We done been through hell and high water.
That's right.
Don't fucking play games with me because the shit getting hot now. So they went on and left me, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm sitting at home with my girl and my newborn baby, right? Got no money because I'm not moving around like I was. And I was connected to this shit, right?
Right.
I'm like, damn. And P not cut me a quarter off because he left, right? Now he calling me, King, man, y'all shouldn't have did that. And I'm not about to say, man, I'm not doing it like some bitch or something, right?
Right.
I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm like, I'm agreeing with him, right?
Right.
I said, okay, because there's some bitch shit, right? I don't even know why I'm fucking listening. So P kept calling. I said, you know what, P? I'm going to tell you something, man. I got love for you, but guess what? Don't call me no more, man. Please. Because it's turning into bitch shit, man, and I'm not a bitch. I did 2 years in that place, and I wasn't a bitch, and I'm not going to come out here and be a bitch. I said, just take me off everything. I don't even want to be a part of it because it's whole shit now. He said, you really want to be out of it? He agreed with me. I said, yeah, I'm out of it. He said, okay. So he started taking me off the covers. And he ran with it like that. But I said, no, I'm going to still do my business. And I end up working with Tobin because he was the only one that had funds to help me out with the project. So I end up working with him anyway. And it made it look like that anyway.
Right.
So the story is told, and that was the truth. Never try to get a record deal. Never crossed P behind his back. Did time and didn't snitch on him. All the above. And they started playing these games with me, and I backed up. And that was that. I didn't want to go work with the guy Tobin, but that's who I was stuck with because I had to put my music out too. And this was the only guy that had the funds willing to work with me.
Wow. Man.
Yeah, that deep. Yeah.